Hey there, wonderful folks. Have you ever woken up in the morning and felt like your energy just isn't what it used to be? Maybe you're noticing a little more stiffness in your joints, or perhaps you're wondering how to keep that spark of vitality as the years go by. If you're over 65, you're not alone in wanting to feel vibrant, healthy, and full of life. The good news is you don't need to overhaul your entire routine to make a big difference. Small, intentional habits can add years. Yes, years to your life. And I'm so excited to share some simple ones with you today. In this video, we're diving into 5 daily habits that can help you live longer, feel stronger, and enjoy every moment to the fullest. These aren't complicated or expensive tricks. They're practical, doable steps that anyone can start doing. No matter where you are in life, whether you're sipping your morning coffee or winding down for the evening, stick with me because these habits are going to inspire you to live your best life. Let's get started with the first habit. And trust me, this one is a game changer. The first habit is all about moving your body every single day, but not in the way you might think. Now, I know the word exercise can sound daunting, especially if you're picturing a gym full of weights or running a marathon. But here's the secret. You don't need to do anything intense to make a difference. Gentle, consistent movement, like a 20-minute walk around your neighborhood, a bit of stretching in your living room, or even dancing to your favorite song can work wonders. Studies show that regular, low-impact movement can improve your heart health, boost your mood, and even strengthen your bones. For example, my friend Betty, who's 68, started taking short walks every morning with her dog, Max. At first, she just went around the block, but now she's at up to 30 minutes. And she says she feels 10 years younger. The key is to find something you enjoy, so it doesn't feel like a chore. Maybe it's gardening, Tai Chi, or even chair yoga if mobility is a concern. Just aim for 20 to 30 minutes a day, and your body will thank you. Now, movement is amazing, but it's not just about your body. It's about your mind. 2. That brings us to the second habit, staying mentally active. Your brain is like a muscle, and keeping it engaged can help you stay sharp and even reduce the risk of memory issues. This doesn't mean you need to solve crossword puzzles for hours or learn a new language, unless you want to. Of course, simple things like reading a book, playing cards with friends, or even trying a new recipe can keep your brain buzzing. Take my neighbor, George, who's 72. He started doing jigsaw puzzles with his grandkids, and he swears it's not just fun, but keeps his mind quick. Even something as small as writing a daily journal or learning a new hobby, like knitting or bird watching, can make a difference. The trick is to challenge yourself just a little bit each day. It's like giving your brain a daily workout, and it feels so good. Now that we've got your body moving and your mind buzzing, let's talk about the third habit, which is all about what you put on your plate. Eating well doesn't mean following a strict diet or giving up your favorite foods. It's about focusing on colorful, nutrient-packed meals that fuel your body. Think of adding more fruits and vegetables, like a handful of berries with breakfast or a side of spinach with dinner. Foods rich in fiber, like whole grains or beans, are fantastic for digestion, which can sometimes slow down as we age. And don't forget healthy fats, things like avocados, nuts, or a drizzle of olive oil. My friend Clara, who's 70, started adding a small salad to her lunch every day. And she says it's helped her feel lighter and more energized. The goal isn't perfection, it's balance. Maybe swap out a sugary snack for an apple, or try a new vegetable each week. Small changes add up, and they can help keep your heart healthy and your energy high. Speaking of energy, let's move on to the fourth habit, which is something we often overlook, getting quality sleep. I know, sleep can be tricky as we get older. Maybe you're waking up in the middle of the night or finding it hard to wind down. But good sleep is like a magic potion for your health. It helps your body repair, keeps your mood steady, and even supports your immune system. Aim for 7 to 8 hours a night and try to create a relaxing bedtime routine. For example, my cousin Ed, who's 66, started turning off his TV an hour before bed and reading a book instead. He also keeps his bedroom cool and dark, which makes a big difference. Little tricks like avoiding caffeine in the afternoon or doing some gentle stretching before bed can help. 2. If you're struggling, don't be afraid to talk to your doctor. They might have simple suggestions to get you snoozing better. Now, we've covered moving your body, keeping your mind sharp, eating well, and sleeping better. Each of these habits builds on the others, creating a foundation for a healthier, longer life. But there's one more habit that ties it all together, and it's something that can truly light up your days. Let's dive into the fifth habit, staying connected with others. As we age, it's easy to spend more time alone, especially if friends move away or family gets busy. But staying socially active is like medicine for your soul. It doesn't mean you need a packed social calendar. Just small, meaningful connections can make a huge difference. Maybe it's calling a friend for a chat, joining a local book club, or volunteering at a community center. My friend Margaret, who's 69, started going to a weekly coffee meetup at her church. And she says it's the highlight of her week. Even a quick phone call or a smile to a neighbor can lift your spirits. Studies show that strong social ties can lower stress and even help you live longer. So, reach out, share a laugh, or just listen. Those moments matter. Now, let's take a step back and think about how these habits, moving, staying mentally active, eating well, sleeping better, and staying connected, work together. Imagine starting your day with a short walk, feeling the fresh air on your face. Then, maybe you spend a little time reading or puzzling to keep your mind sharp. You enjoy a colorful lunch with some veggies, take a restful nap, and later call a friend to catch up. These aren't huge changes, but they add up to a life that feels vibrant and full. And the best part, you can start small. Pick one habit to focus on this week. Maybe it's adding a walk or calling a friend, and build from there. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you that you're never too old to make a change. Every step you take toward these habits is a step toward feeling stronger, happier, and more alive. You've got so much wisdom and experience, and these habits are just tools to help you enjoy every moment. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's one habit you're excited to try? Or maybe one you're already doing that makes you feel great. Share your story, because we're all in this together. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more tips on living your best life. Your support means the world, and it helps us reach more people just like you. Let's keep the conversation going. And remember, you can live your best life at every age. See you in the next video.